What a topsy-turvy season. We said farewell to Todd Lichty in November, a genuine star and all-round nice guy. That was until he got the call to go a-calling. Television calling in Denver, that is. The Wildcats' loss was TV's game. Paul Rogers was an Adelaide boy, but it seems the 36ers just couldn't squeeze the big fella onto their roster.
Rogers, whoa!
He quickly became the dominant big man in the NBL with the Wildcats before what was to be a stellar season was cut short, first by injury and then by a call from the Toronto Raptors. Clint McDaniel stepped in for Todd Lichty with immediate impact. C-Mac made his mark with impressive stats and against Adelaide with a 4-week suspension. The best leaders lead by example, and when it comes to leadership, Hoff has no peer in the NBL. This is the man the National League had in mind when it coined the phrase, nothing better. Now, if only he could get Luke Longley to come home and help out. Ricky Grace is still amazing. He's now past the 300-game milestone, and injuries aside, you'd reckon he could still steal the hubcaps off a moving car.
Look at this, just put it out in front of yourself. Here we go.
Despite the injury interruptions, Ricky still finished in the NBL's top 10 when the season MVP votes were tallied. What's that line about getting better with age? If it applies to Crawford and Grace, it's simply understated when it comes to Scott Fisher.
Fisher, little pump fake.
The Fish put in some lion-hearted efforts in his 13th NBL season. A championship player with North Melbourne and the Wildcats, he showed he's still got plenty to offer at the top level. Dewey Michaels filled Paul Rogers' big shoes, but then he's got big feet and all the moves to do it. A crowd favourite who comes up with some big plays and a bucket of enthusiasm. Attitude with a capital A. Anthony Stewart emerged as one of the most versatile players on the Wildcats roster. When injuries hit the tall timber, Stewie turned swingman, playing above his height and overcoming a wrist injury to show the sweet shot was still there. Greg Smith was another who had to be versatile in the season just gone. Greg also passed a milestone, 100 games, and showed some great moves on transition. Adrian Mastrovic has been climbing a really steep learning curve, and by mid-season showed he was ready to step up. A career-high 20-point effort against the Falcons in week 23 showed the rookie was ready. This cat's a dog, a brown dog by name, a cross between a Rottweiler and a terrier on court by nature. Greg Brown, another Wildcat who suffered an injury-interrupted season. James Harvey is on the same learning curve. Highly regarded as a rookie, James has made the most of limited court time. Sydney Goodman joined the roster for a brief cameo role. It wasn't long, but it was certainly impressive in a season that saw injuries add a new dimension to that old saying,
Great vision into the path of Brown.
And you showed me how to deal with this disease. I look at things now in a different light, in a different way. I find the cause, and I think that you can be so teach me to walk your back, wear your shoes, talk like that, I'll be an angel.
the pumps up.
Yeah!
They were just waiting for him to miss.
Grace hits for three.
Goes baseline, great rebound there by Crawford. Comes good, here it was fast and furious in there. Showtime!
We'll wait on Ray Hunt.
It was still locked together, 4 seconds to go when James Crawford saved the Wildcats.
Underneath the swept away by Crawford.
The Giants had possession, but with just 1.7 seconds on the clock, the game was always going to go into overtime.
He's going to run out of time, and we're into extra time.
There were 8 Wildcats heroes out there today, but the star was James Crawford.
Block number 4 by James Crawford. Another jam. Crawford's going off here. Oh my goodness! Showtime. The Wildcats have won their 3rd championship in the NBL. Champions for 1995. Let the